Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Young here and welcome to a Skyrim Hearthfire news update video. I apologize for the re-upload. I wanted to be more specific on why this DLC looks to be a disappointment. The official trailer for the upcoming DLC has been released, and before we get into analyzing it, let's take a look.
Introducing Hearthfire, the latest in Skyrim add-on content. With Hearthfire, you can finally place a permanent mark on the world of Skyrim by designing, building, and maintaining your own home. Your first step on the road to home ownership is to purchase a plot of land. After obtaining a deed, use the new drafting table and carpenter's workbench to turn raw materials into your dream house, room by room. Build simple rooms like kitchens and libraries. Attach a greenhouse, enchanter's tower, or alchemy lab to grow and craft your own items in-house. Use the interior workbench to furnish each room with a large variety of craftable objects. Showcase your treasures with simple display cases, and impress your friends with elaborate trophies, and even mounted mud crabs. Fill out your backyard with a garden, fish hatchery, and other useful additions. To save time, hire a steward to simply buy materials and equip your household with furnishings. Stewards can also provide several transportation options, and even your own personal bard. With your home completed, move in your spouse and adopt a child with the new adoption system.
Really?
But with a family comes responsibility.
You need something, Paul?
You'll need to carefully raise your children, all while protecting your homestead from skeever infestations and those pesky neighborhood giants. Download Hearthfire on Xbox Live on September 4th.
Well, as you guys can see, there's not much to analyze. The narrator explains just about everything. We knew there was a DLC called Hearthfire coming out from leaked documents. In fact, I made the video covering that a while ago. You can check it out by clicking on the annotation at the end of the video. In that video, I made a lot of speculations because of the name Hearthfire, which could represent a variety of things from one of the months of Nirn to one of the conjuration skill books in Skyrim. So after all that and after watching this video, you can imagine my disappointment. And yes guys, this DLC is also an Xbox 360 exclusive for 30 days, so PC and PlayStation 3 players will have to wait a month or two anyways. One thing you can expect is for the price to be lower than Dawnguard, $5 to be exact, but I'm sorry Hearthfire, to me, you're just not worth my Lincoln. Yeah, as you guys can tell, me personally, the trailer fucking pissed me off, not because there's anything wrong with adding extra features on a game, but because Bethesda stated many times before their DLCs would all be larger in scale, and with this DLC they sort of broke their word. I would expect something like this to be a new feature included within a new large-scale DLC. It's like releasing Dawnguard with just the Vampire Lord transformation without the extra stuff like the extra quests, items, weapons, armors, and features. So yes, in that respect I'm actually quite disappointed. However, I do know there are people out there who will like this new feature and I'm happy for them, and who knows, maybe once I try it out I'll change my mind. Also good news is that with this DLC we can safely assume Bethesda is already working on their large-scale Shivering Isle-sized DLC. One of the comments from the previous video brought up a good point, saying that Bethesda has released DLCs for Elder Scrolls games in this pattern. They start off with medium-sized DLCs like Tribunal, Knights of the Nine, and Dawnguard, then they proceed to add smaller-scale DLCs with optional new features and enhancements, like they did with Oblivion. I mean, if you remember, they released tons of those before Shivering Isles, and then they proceed to release the big guns like Blood Moon and Shivering Isles. So if anything, this DLC is a sign for greater things to come. That is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to Young for more news updates on Skyrim DLCs and Fallout 4, and also for Skyrim cinemas. Thank you very much, and Young out.